I'm sitting in my cam chair. Hi, my name's Jasmine. You probably don't know who I am. If you do, that's really cute. Hi. And I want to talk to you about 10 tips that I suggest to new cam girls or people who want to get into camming. So I haven't written down my business binder because I feel like that's more official than looking at my phone, though I typed them on my phone in the bath, so I don't know. Before I start this video, I'm successful, but I'm nowhere as successful as I want to be. That doesn't diminish the tips that I give, but I don't feel like I'm up here, but I think that I'm doing well, and I think that I have things to give and advice to give, and if you want to give my video a chance and you want to watch what I have to say, then that warms my heart, and I would love to give you these advice tips. So my first tip and my first thing you need to do when you want to start camming is you gotta find a site. So there are public sites and there are private sites. Public sites are the ones you know, like Chatterbait, MyFreeCams, CamSoda's public site. And then public site basically means you can take tokens in like public chat, is what my understanding of it is. And private sites are you're kinda teasing your audience until somebody takes you into a private chat. So in camming, there's public rooms and there's private chats or private videos or whatever. Public rooms, you don't get tipped to be there. You're just there until somebody tips you. You're not being paid to be there. When you're in a private chat, you're tipped a baseline. MyFreeCam sets you at 60 or 80. Chatterbait you can choose, and I believe CamSoda you can choose as well. So that's good to think about when you start on camming. What site you want to pick. I know from somebody telling me that MFC is very a girlfriend kind of thing. It's not. It is sexual. It might be a little kinkier too, but it's not. It's kind of like a girlfriend experience site. It's kind of like guys want to talk a lot, get to know you, slide in your PMs. And Chatterbait to me, and what I've seen, is a very sexual site. And that's not bad. That's not bad. I have days where I want to sit in front of the camera and just sit here and talk, and there's days I want to shake my ass. So do what you will with that. If you feel like you might thrive on one, try both, try any amount of sites. Find a site that works for you, because I know so many girls who have tried Chatterbait and think it's just not where they want to be with the people that are on it. Some guests are more, I think guests are kind of different on Chatterbait versus MFC, personality wise. Sorry, my phone went off. And then if you think on different sites and how they work. Also, all your token, well, at least Chatterbait and MFC, one token is 5 cents. And make sure before you go, and these are all in one tip. It's all about like a site. But I'm just trying to give like, I feel like the site's the most important part of this. But make sure you know your cam style if you want to be more sexual, more sentimental, girlfriendish, and make sure you like research the cam site. I feel like that's pretty basic, but make sure you research and know what you're doing. Like know that one token's 5 cents on most sites. I don't know. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say for it. Just figure out what you want to do, figure out what site works for you. Don't be afraid to try different sites, because one site might not work for you and you might make more money on another one. So there's no harm in signing up. With that, you have to create a name is my second tip. You have to create a name and you've got to create a brand. So I have the flip up screen camera, so I'm literally staring at the screen and not the camera lens. So I got to do that. Pick your name. Pick your name carefully. Look up names you might like. Look up, there's probably like create a like porn star name that you can like put your name generator into, whatever. Pick a name you like. Pick a name that embodies what you want to do. You can obviously pick a name before you pick a brand. I picked Jasmine before I knew what I wanted to do, but I kind of had a good sense of like my sexual side, and I knew how I wanted to be portrayed in this. But just make sure you know that. As for a brand, you gotta figure out, do you want to be girl next door? Do you want to be vixen, schoolgirl kind of vibe, MILF, like all those things, shy and sweet, bold and sexy kind of things. Find out what works for you also. Like that's something you do not have to choose when you first start. You can kind of play around with how you want to act on cam, what you feel works for you. So you really just got to figure out your cam style, and that's not something I can tell you or anybody else can tell you. You have to figure out what you're comfortable with and what you like. Okay, so I didn't charge my camera, so this is where we're at. So number 3 is create a social media. Create any social media, but please keep it under the same name. Do not do, for example, don't do Jasmine's 326 and then Jasmine's 322 or Jasmine 20 or Kinky I don't know. Whatever you want to do, try to keep it under the same name so people can find you on multiple places. You can make an Instagram, you can make a Twitter. Instagram's more censored. Twitter, everything goes there. Well, mostly everything goes there. So I suggest having a Twitter because that's where you're gonna find other cam girls, other models to network with. You can use the exposure threads. And I'll talk about marketing in another video because it's something that I've learned a lot about. I wanna share, but it's not for tonight. But please keep it under the same name. Just please do that. Because if not, then who's gonna find you? How are they gonna know? I did mess up, and my name on MFC is different than all my other ones, but it's the same thing, it's just without the numbers, and I actually kind of like it better like that because it looks more professional, which, whatever now. But my 4th tip is obviously be unique. There's a lot of girls. I was gonna look up how many girls are online, but it's a Wednesday night, so actually there might be a good amount. But be unique because there's thousands of models on sites every single moment of the day. What's gonna make you unique? You're being yourself. You're being generic, you're being genuine, you're being comfortable, because people can sense when you're not genuine, they can sense when you're fake, they can sense when you're uncomfortable, which is okay when you're new and you're comfortable, like uncomfortable, but like you just gotta stick to what you know. Like you gotta stick to being yourself because you want people to fall in love and want to come back and watch you cam for you being you. And I always think like people come to me because they think I'm hot. They like my tits. That's okay. But I hope they stay for my personality. Also, why don't I ever do things? Like whenever I make a video, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine looking natural. And then I feel like I look like a wreck. Make them stay. Because being yourself is the only way to set yourself apart here. Because you copying somebody else, that's not you. My 5th tip is show your face. I cam with a wig for 1 or 2 months. Pain in the ass. If you want to cam with a wig, do it. Some sites do not let you wear masks. Look at that beforehand. But if you want to cam with a wig, you can. Most sites require you to show your face because then they have to ID check you are the person who sent the ID in, that you verified your account. It's really hard to cam without your face. If you're scared of that, it's not the business for you, and that sucks. But it's not. It's scary. Your nudes live online forever. There's a cam show of me from like my 2nd cam show in my childhood bedroom. That is embarrassing. If you're gonna leak a cam show of me, at least leak a good one. Oh my gosh. So that's a little irritating. But they're online forever. A lot of people in their videos say for number 6 is get equipment. I'll touch on why I think this is important and everything, but a camera, a webcam, Logitech webcams are really good. They're not actually anywhere right now. Everything's sold out, so it kind of sucks. You don't really need a microphone unless you really want one, if you want the ASMR vibe. Lights, you can get a ring light, you can get them off Amazon. You can get, I'm going to show you what I'm using right now for cam, is a desk lamp, onto my tripod, just like, oh god, I'm going to hit everything over. Just like that, because right now, I don't want to buy a ring lamp. I just don't need it in my space, because I already have a tripod. And I say, if you can afford to not be cheap with these, if you made a little money, if you want to wait till you like make a little bit more money, you can do that, or you can fund it up front. But the saying it takes money to make money is so true, because you want to have good quality, you want to have good lighting, you want to have good internet, which I struggle with a lot. You want to have all these things because they're going to make you successful. You can cam off a laptop on your computer. I've done it, I've made money from it, but it is good to have the equipment. So do what you will, but a lot of places say have the equipment when you start out, don't F around with it, and I agree. Just get the stuff, a couple $100 maybe, which does sound like a lot, I get it, but if you're serious about camming, get the stuff. If you're not serious about camming, maybe wait and kind of see if it's for you before you invest all this money and you're like, oh no, I don't want to do this. You see a lot of girls with the pink little things hanging out of them on campsites. Those are Lovin's toys. The pink things are Lush's. There's different ones. There's a lot of them. They are equipped for campsites. They're really good. You don't have to buy one. They're about $70. I think they're $99, $199 for Lush 1 and Lush 2. They usually go on sale. I'm talking so fast. I'm so sorry. I don't want this to be super long. If you want to buy one, I suggest it. I think it makes me more money that I have a Lush, and I think you make your money back with it, but you don't have to. A lot of stuff is, if you feel like you're doing it, you feel okay not using a Lush, don't use a Lush. If you don't want to put it inside you, don't put it inside you. I wrote this at the top of my page though. There's no right way to cam. There's really no right way for me to tell you how to be a good cam model. Because I don't even know if I'm a good cam model most days. But you just gotta go with it. You can start naked, you can tease some lingerie, you can go in your regular clothes, you can go in pajamas, you can talk, you can go on planned shows, you can do theme shows like oil shows, you can be a non-nude model like HeyAshelyTea, which she has a Tumblr blog, and she has like stuff up. So you should look at her tips. I'll put it down below if I can remember to. But she has really good tips on this stuff. There's no right way. There's no right way for me to tell you that. I can give you all this information, but unless you go out and learn it and you do it, you're never gonna know. Wow. Scammers. Lydia Love has a great, I'm actually watching her right now. Lydia Love has a great video about sugar daddy scams and does really good videos on these, so I'm not going to go into it too much. Might go into it later. But PayPal is not sex work friendly. Most payment apps are not sex work friendly. They can take back payment, so those can be scams if people want to pay you later or pay you with PayPal. Go through the site. Most sites also don't want you to pay outside their site. MFC, I haven't really seen a lot of problems with that so far for accepting Skypes, but I know Chatterbait does not let you accept Skypes. They block, like they flag that word, so you got to be careful. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Like all those sugar daddy ones, thousands of dollars a week, it's probably not true. But trust your instinct, trust your gut. Ask your friends if you think it sounds sketchy, because it might be sketchy. 8, it's okay to be new. You can play with that advantage. You can play with a girl who's new, trying to figure everything out. Nobody's gonna penalize you. If you need a fellow model to ever help you in your room, hit me up. But you can always get a friend to help you in your room who knows it. Reach out to other models. Most models are really nice. Most models will help you because they were new ones too. Nobody just started with thousands of fans. Well, maybe you did start with thousands of fans. But really, everybody started there once. There's no shame in being new. Good. There are people on sites like guys who are good tippers who will help you out, or people who can suggest advice. If you want to listen to them, because they know the site, they've been on the site. From a viewer's perspective, they can help you out. This video is going to be super long, but I'm almost done. We're at 9. File. Oh my goodness. File your taxes. I will do a video because I feel like I'm super organized, and I'm not bragging there, I just think I'm really organized because my life is a mess, of how to do your taxes. Well, more how to keep everything in a spreadsheet organized for monthly earnings, but really just like do your taxes. Know that you can write off most stuff as business expenses. Go look at tax information online and just do them. Don't think that you're exempt because they send you W-9s. Oh, I don't know if that's the form. They send you forms at the end of your fiscal year and you have to file them as your income. So make sure you do that. I'm not going to go into taxes because I'm not very good at them and I don't know what I'm doing. I used TurboTax this year. I think I fucked it up, but it's okay. My last tip is, this is your work. Treat it like a business, babe. Like, set a schedule because it is your business. You want to make money. I cammed part-time until this month. Yeah, until this month. I was a part-time cam model. I went on maybe 10 hours a week. I went on school nights and I went on weekends. I had a schedule. I wasn't on every day. I wasn't on for a lot of hours, but I was consistent. And if you want to be serious about it, make goals, make milestones, make things that are attainable for you to reach, and then make things that you just all the way out there that you think you could reach, and you might not reach them, but you put them out there. Because it's a business. You have to think of it as your personal business, because that'll make you so much more motivated. Like, I don't know how to explain that better. Oh goodness, that's my last tip, but I had other notes with that. Yeah, schedules are really good. My handwriting is awful. Interact with people, interact with top fans on your sites, because that's like building clientele. This video is super long. Go out of your comfort zone if you can. Use the clip site like MFC Share, or Chatterbait has pics and videos on the bottom of your of your cam screen now, so you can use those. And make sure, like, be comfortable. Branch out of your comfort zone with clips if you want to. If you don't feel like that's what you want to do, don't do it. Stay in your, like, be comfortable, but don't be, like, afraid to go out of your comfort zone, I guess I'm trying to say. Like, you don't have to push yourself, but don't be afraid. And also, really, don't be afraid to block people, because there are a lot of people who just deserve to be blocked on cam. Like, I remember feeling really guilty about blocking people on cam before I started. And like when I first, and now I'm just like, block, see ya. There's no point. That's all my tips. That's all I got. I will go into things in more detail in other videos, but these are things like I think can help. And what off the top of my mind, I was just like, people might want to know these things. People who start out need to know about different campsites, creating your brand. I just want to go into all these things so much more, but nobody wants to hear me talk. So that's it. Please follow me if you're 18 plus on my social medias below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am helping. I will help you. I love you. And thank you for watching my video. I'm going to try to be doing more advice stuff now because I want to share what I've learned and be able to look back on what I've learned. So thank you. I will go to bed now because it is late. Bye.